Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video on the Street Ghost YouTube channel. Today I've had a request from one of my mates, Joe. He's asked me, Jordan, can you please show me how to fix my rust on my car? Because he's seen me do it on my Instagram, so might as well show you guys how to do it as well. Just fixing some small rust on my little side bit on my car, just below the driver's door. I just have there's some small rust behind this lip here, and under there's a rubber bit that goes down. There's was some small rust, and I'm just cleaning it up and stuff, making it look nice. This is the worst part here. Alright, so first I'm just gonna grab some P80 sandpaper. This is just some random sandpaper I found, and it seems to be working fine for me. So P80, starting with this, and you just want to very lightly sand this rust surface. So just want to lightly do it. You don't want to press too hard, because all you're trying to do is scratch off that top layer of rust until it reveals metal, not rust. So for example, this one here, you can still see that rust there, and that one there, it's silver. So you want to try get all the rust bits so it's silver and there's no more rust. Alright, so I've spent about 10 minutes just sanding this specific area here, and as you can see, it already looks way better. It's there's no more rust there compared to up here. You can still kind of see the rust. It's a bit hard to see in this lighting, but compared to there, it's a lot more silver. So yeah guys, pretty much the tip for this is just, you got to take your time. I mean, if you're not too picky, it doesn't really matter. The main goal is to get rid of that rust layer on top, but if you want it to be done nicely and look real good, you just want to take your time and don't rush it, because it's not worth it at the end of the day, because you're gonna have to come back and do it again even quicker. So just take your time, sand away softly, don't go too hard. You don't want to scratch the other paint too much, because you're just doing a little touch up. We're not actually trying to respray the whole fucking surface. So I just have these bits here to do. I'm gonna do this little rust spot here. I got small amount here. I'm just gonna sand that very lightly, nothing too crazy, because what happens if you sand it too hundies here, see, it's so small, you might even just make it worse in the future. So just sand it lightly, and probably gonna sand this little edge here as well. Try and get that as best as I can, but at the end of the day, it's not going to be perfect, because I'm just doing it with spray can. Literally, I just got a paint match from Super Cheap. It's not going to be perfect, but I must say it does look pretty damn good. You got that, and then the clear coat afterwards to blend it in with the original paint. So what you're going to need is a rust preventive. And that's to spray on the surface, the metal, after you sand the rust off, just so it kind of kills the rest of the rust that might be under the metal that you can't see. It's not going to kill everything, but it's going to make it a bit better. So just to give you an example of what it's going to kind of look like afterwards. So I've actually touched up this part already. It's a little bit dirty at the moment, but yeah, I touched up. There's a patch of rust here, all through here. It was just a lot of surface rust, nothing crazy, but I touched up under all of this. As you can see, it looks a lot fresher down there now, which I'm super happy on. And this side especially looks good. There was a whole patch of rust there. You can kind of see it sanded away a bit, but it looks 10 times better from here. Same up in this corner. We had a little rust spot in this corner here. It's touched up as well now. And yeah, I got a few spots to touch up, but so far I've done the main ones, which is the below the front windscreen and the rear windscreen, because they get heaps of water caught in there from coming down from the roof and stuff. And now I'm just doing this small one down here with the side bit. And I also got, from the previous owner, they rolled the guards and the paint came off a bit. So I just want to redo that lip there as well, and that will just make it look. Another tip for removing the rust, if you can't get like if it's like an awkward spot for the sandpaper, for example, the little edge here, because it's kind of hard to see from the angle, but it's not actually flat on top. It's like there's like a dip in there. So I've just got a wire brush like this. Just got this from Bunnings, and you can just literally sort of just like brush like that, and it kind of comes out of the crevices, you know what I mean? And that just helps, like, you're not going to get all of it, but I mean it helps to get the top layer, so then, you know, the paint goes on a bit better, and that's all that matters. Sweet, so I got most of the rust spots off best I can. For now it's looking pretty good. And now I'm just gonna spray that rust preventive wherever it went. So now I'm gonna spray this on all the exposed surfaces. Alright, so now you just want to leave that on for about maybe like 2 or 3 minutes just to let it do its thing, and then you just want to wipe it off lightly with this, and it will leave like a little residue on there and just keep the rust from spreading even more. Sweet, so I got all that stuff wiped off. It looks the same as before, and now the rust is turned sort of like a blacky color instead of the rusty sort of color. So that's just going to help the rust from spreading like quick and fast, and it's just gonna help it stop from spreading overall. So what I'm gonna do first is put on a light coat of spray match first, and then I'm gonna use this very fine sandpaper, sand it a little bit, and then I'm gonna carry on doing the rest of the coats, and that should give me a nice smooth finish. Okay, so I've decided not to sand the surface with the finer sandpaper after doing the first coat, just because it's already looking pretty smooth to my liking. So, yo, here's what it's looking like. It's already looking 10 times better than before, and that's just like barely a first coat. So wait till we get that second and third coat on, and we'll be sweet. Yo, so I've done like my 4th coat I think now, and already look how good it's looking, guys. You can see that that rust is pretty much all gone now. It's looking pretty fresh all along there, and there's none of that rust on that side corners anymore. Super hyped. So now I've finished with the paint coat. I'm gonna do maybe 2 or 3 coats of clear coat. Maybe just 2 coats of clear coat, just to finish it off, protect it a bit more, and it helps blend it into the old paint as well. So let you know when I finish that. Sweet guys, thanks for watching this episode of Street Ghosts, where I just fix up some rust, teach you guys how to do it. Just for some small touch-up jobs, but it really makes a difference to your car, and it actually like freshens it up heaps. I'm super happy with the outcome. Joe, hope you learned something from this. It's actually not too hard. Just take your time, you'll be sweet. But yeah, make sure to hit that like button if you guys enjoyed, and subscribe for more car content like this, fixing cars, driving cars, building cars, anything, all on this channel right here. So hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.